there's another goddamn streaming service, and there's too many. There's too many goddamn streaming services, and they're not gonna stop.
Warlocks.
What I was trying to say was my first reaction to this news was anger, because I was so pissed off that
You're one of those Sekiro people.
No, listen.
Gets angry at the TV.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry about this. I'm angry about it. Let's not mince words here.
Very clear about this. No, but I wasn't mad necessarily because The Office was leaving Netflix. I was mad because the reason it was leaving is because there's another goddamn streaming service, and there's too many. There's too many goddamn streaming services, and they're not gonna stop.
You know you're part of the problem, right?
Because I buy them.
Yeah.
I subscribe to a few.
Yeah, you've got.
But I have a hard limit.
DC.
DC's cheap.
And what else?
And that's gonna turn into Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah. They're gonna have their own streaming service. So that I'd rather pay for that than just the DC one. I do pay for Netflix. I do not have a Hulu subscription anymore.
Okay.
So I dropped that one. Because I mean that's when you live on your secondary or disposable income is limited, then you have to make these decisions. Like you have to make sure and that's how that's the only way they're gonna weed off. Like they're only gonna fall off. The number of streaming services is
if people stop buying them.
People just have like the 2 or 3 favorites, and those will be the 2 or 3 favorites that stay.
See, and we've talked about this several times, that I think that each one needs to have a niche.
Sure. I agree with that.
Because Netflix is weirdo long tail stuff, and sometimes it has the latest stuff.
It has some good original content.
Yeah, or really old sitcoms. And Hulu updates more often. You're more likely to see the most recent episode of your favorite show on Hulu, unless you have stuff like the HBO app through Amazon. Which
you can get the HBO app through Hulu as well.
Yeah, so Amazon has a lot of plugins.
Yeah.
And it also has pretty good original content.
And most people have Amazon anyway because of Amazon Prime.
Exactly. And then Disney, and this is something I came around.
We have a little bit of contention about this because I don't.
I came around.
You agreed that it's important
because it has children's programming.
And I'm saying that you're underestimating the rest of their programming because I think they have a lot more than just children's stuff. But that's the why. That is the reason. I don't want to get into it because I'm going to say Star Wars, and you say that's a children's property.
The one with the laser sword and the Muppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say all the Marvel stuff, and you're going to say
the one with the spider guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like what we're getting into, if we argued about this further, like my conclusion would be that you just think adult stuff is porn.
No.
That's like the only thing that's adult. If it's rated R, it's porn, or it's adult, and that's the only that defines it as an adult property.
No, I mean, if it's literally not for children, like children wouldn't understand it or appreciate it because it's.
But just because children
sensitive.
can watch something doesn't mean that they're the target audience.
It means they're a very important one. It means that it was made with that in mind. Look at The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is a series of children's novels.
Is not.
It definitely is.
The Hobbit was a children's novel. Lord of the Rings is not.
The one, yeah, it is. The one with the songs where they're sleeping in trees and they're drinking milk and honey from Beorn, and Tom Bombadil is dancing around.
The one about the wars of man and the cutting off fingers and combat and
Who? Wait, are you talking about Smeagol biting Frodo's finger off?
Actually, my first reference, I figured there was more dismemberments, but that was the only one I could come up with. No, it's when Sauron's fingers were cut off.
He's a demon.
And there wasn't blood, I guess.
Huh?
There wasn't blood.
I mean, there's not necessarily blood in Sauron.
Yeah,
he's a creature like Gandalf. He's not.
Whether yeah, I gotcha. But whether something is a children's property or not is something we're going to be arguing through the end of time. So we just move on.
Yeah.
Not bore everybody with this. So The Office is leaving Netflix. There's too many streaming services, and I can't wait for the day when some of them start going out of business.
Stop buying them.
I will only stop. I stop buying the bad ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy into the Disney one. because if there's something that I'm watching from Disney, it means it got through my soft ban.
Your soft ban on Disney?
Yeah, I have a real soft ban on Disney.
It's the most useless ban ever.
The thing is,
they own everything.
Right? And that's not why I hate them. They're actually eroding our copyright laws.
No, I hate them for that too.
Yeah.
But it's just a futile fight at this point. Because they just own everything, and there's nothing that's going to stop children and parents from letting their children watch Disney stuff. So they're going to get our money anyway.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to take your kids completely off Disney, they would be perfectly happy on YouTube anyway.
No, I'm not saying that's not true. That's just not going to happen.
My friends' kids, all they watch is YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Disney owns too much. It's
Actually,
too important.
I think he makes them watch some Toei animation stuff like One Piece. Speaking of segues, unless there's something else you wanted else.
There was something I was going to say a second ago and I forgot what it was.
Oh, okay. Actually, I have a question, and this is gonna feel.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
It's gonna feel like geek shaming.
Oh, well, it's too late. Go ahead.
No, it's it.
I was gonna say I have a kid now, so there's no way that I was gonna stay away from Disney streaming.
Why? Just make him watch YouTube.
Parenting is a partnership, and
with Disney and Touchstone Pictures.
No, there's no way that Frank is going to. I love that I like saying that my girlfriend's name is Frank, because then people start guessing on what that means exactly.
Have they?
I'm not. They're probably guessing to themselves.
Okay.
Does Frank have a penis?
You know what? We're gonna start it right now. If you've got a guess for what Frank's name is,
I think I've said it on the show.
Go ahead and tweet us. Yeah, so it's a question of how much
whether they've been actually paying attention.
Yeah, go ahead and tweet us a guess with hashtag FrankGate.
FrankGate.
FrankGate
2019.
2019.